I'm here in El Paso, Texas, and downtown El Paso has a statue. It's a memorial to a unit called Company E, I think it was. We'll look at it when we get close over there. I think it was a Mexican-American unit that was mostly made of individuals from El Paso area. They fought in Italy during World War II, and I thought it was interesting that they had a Mexican-American unit. I had relatives who were Mexican-Americans that fought in the war, but I don't believe there were any specific units. I think my research is that there weren't many units like that. I think they were kind of integrated too, as well. So it's interesting. Maybe there's more history on the statue. Let's go take a look at it. There you go, Company E, 36th Texas Division, 141st Infantry, U.S. Army. Okay. Now, I think the story was they were in some serious ambush crossing a river in World War II. Let's see if there's a plaque about that. Let's see. It's got a lot of their unit was killed. Were killed. Pretty nice memorial. I think every city has a small little memorial. They have a really neat one in my town too, for Vietnam and for Korea. I don't think we have a World War II one, but this one's very interesting. Somebody left their hat there. I don't know if it's intentional. Let me see. So it's all the unit members. So let's see what it says. So 141st Regiment, 36th Infantry, the only World War II U.S. Army infantry unit that was enlisted Mexican-American soldiers. That enlisted Mexican-American soldiers. Huh. Company began in 1941. I don't know. I had relatives in the war. They were Mexican-Americans. I think when I researched a little more, it was individuals from the El Paso area. So I'm not from the El Paso area. So let's see. Maybe they were, different status. Let's see. Company E began in 1941 when Mexican-American National Guardsmen from El Paso, Texas were joined by Mexican-Americans from other parts of Texas. Now, my relative actually fought in Italy as well. So, I mean, maybe it's possible he was in this unit. I'm not sure. I got to research my history a little more. My relative there, it was a great uncle. No, wait. Yeah, I guess that's what you call him. It was a brother of my grandfather. My grandfather didn't serve him. Many of El Paso's sons fighting against tyranny and oppression, notably the Battle of Monte Cassino, Italy on January 22nd, 1944. During a treacherous crossing on the Rapido River, many soldiers from Company E were killed, wounded, or captured. They are all gone now, but the sacrifice and bravery live on in our hearts forever. We reserve this place for reflection, remembrance, and gratitude to soldiers of Company E. Yeah, you can Google it, and it's a very interesting story. And the battle they took part in, they took heavy casualties. So, actually, now I gotta research a little more. It didn't say on the plaque there, right? But I think there's some. I saw some local news articles online saying I think there's some kind of dispute whether or not they should put only the soldiers that were in that battle or that were in this unit, because I guess there were some that could have been, joined later, joined after, or were there and then were hospitalized and then came back. But let me see if I can find my family's name on it. No, I don't. All right. So, but Yeah. The guy right here with the BAR. Didn't realize that's what he had. That's pretty neat. Let's take a closer look at these. Bayonet scab right there. Very detailed. Okay. We got an M1 right there. Probably it's M1 Grand, right? Is that called? First aid pouch right there. I got one like that. Right, that would have been their like webbing first aid pouch that they would have hooked onto their belts. Okay. Another M1. Got some canteens. Got a bayonet on this M1. Sergeant stripes on that guy. And we got Thompson right there. Very interesting. So it's downtown El Paso, like I said, and this is has a lot of local history, and you know, El Paso's history during the involvement of World War II. So I thought that was very interesting. There's one more view. It's pretty nice. This is the other view from the opposing side, from the other side. Okay. Yeah, just a little too close up the first time, so I thought I'd give it another